I wanted to clear my name. I was like, I'm not tired of going through life and not being able to accomplish nothing because this thing always pops up on my background. Like, I can't find housing. I can't, like, I've been living in my car. Like, some of my siblings don't even talk to me because of man. A man's not gonna take advantage of no woman, man. Period, point blank. And even as a kid, I knew better than that. We were in the park. We kissed on each other. We, like, touched on each other, whatever. But no sexual acts ever even happened. A month later, while I was at school, I was eating a cup of noodle in class, and a security guard came in and told me there was 2 detectives who wanted to talk to me. And me being 12 years old, like, the only time I've ever seen a detective was on TV. And I went in the office and I talked to those detectives. And once I got into the office, it was like the detectives pretty much like wrote my statement for me. And I sat there and agreed with half of the stuff that they were saying because I didn't want to get in trouble. It was my first time ever dealing with the police. Parents weren't there. I didn't have an attorney present. Not even a teacher was present. Not a school security guard. Nobody was present. I went to JDH. I did 3 months in JDH. I was approached by my attorney, my court-appointed attorney, while my parents was in Bakersfield, California, with a plea bargain. And the plea bargain basically told me either I could do time in jail or I could sign the paper and go home. And me being 12 years old, I wanted to go home. And so when I signed the paper, it's like I didn't understand what I was fully agreeing to. It's like 12 years old, I don't understand words like adjudication and all these other big courtroom words. I was 12 years old, I was a kid. I was understanding like gummy bears and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand. I did 7 years for a rape charge that I know I didn't commit, and I'm here to clear my name on it. Being incarcerated, I missed out on middle school. I didn't even get to finish middle school. I didn't get to see a prom. I didn't get a football game. I didn't get a first kiss from a girl who it didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like being incarcerated and being around people who actually like admitted to committing these crimes and having to hear this stuff, it's like, I know right from wrong. And I know what, like, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that they said, it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? People have like touched children. Like, I know better than that. Since being released from the jails, I've had to register as a sex offender, and that's been like, I don't know, it's been a hard part of my life. It's like me not having nowhere to go. I feel like I was used, bro. Like they took it from me and they just had no remorse over it. They took my life and didn't have no remorse for it. I didn't see my mom for like 10 years while I was incarcerated. She had moved, first to Astoria, Oregon, and then she had moved to Las Vegas while I was in there. And so it's like, that family time wasn't really there, so it's like I got stripped of my family time, I got stripped of my childhood, my school. I just got stripped. My mom passed away 2 years after I got out of jail. Like, I want to talk about bro. I made a promise to my mom that I was gonna make something of myself, and then she passed away a couple weeks later. I gotta do something, man. And it's like really, it's like holding my whole life back. That's why I called into the show. I'm tired of being harassed about this, and I'm tired of like talking to people about this. I'm tired of it being a part of my life, man. But I know what I did. I know I guaranteed did not commit no crime.
So you were 12 years old, you go to school one day, and you get charged with rape. And then you're in the juvenile system for how long?
8 years.
8 years. Then you become an adult, right? And you get out. Why now? Why are you here now? What do you hope to achieve?
This was actually the only chance that I got to clear my name. Like, I've tried other ways. I've tried to like contact the courts. I've tried to contact the attorneys, district attorneys, but nobody was trying to hear it.
Did you have intercourse? Did you rape a girl when you were 12 years old?
No.
Why? How did this come about?
Like, we had made a pact to lose our virginity to each other, and like we were at a park. It was me, that friend or whatever, and 2 of our other friends, and we like kissed on each other, like touched on each other, whatever, but no like sexual acts ever happened.
Right.
Like a month later or so, I'm sitting in class, and that's when the detectives, or the security guard, yeah, a month later, security guard came in and said, hey, there's 2 detectives in the office that want to speak to you.
Yeah. So I got to imagine a month later, there's certainly no DNA evidence.
Idea, right. No, they said they had DNA evidence.
After a month?
Yeah.
Okay. And did they?
No.
No. So, you know, this robbed you of your childhood.
Yeah. And it still robbed me of my adulthood. I had Section 8, bro. I lost my Section 8 because I couldn't find nobody to rent to me. I've had like numerous jobs that I've lost just because they ran my background after they gave me the job and they took the job away from me. I've sold drugs and stuff just to get by or whatever, and it's not working out. It's just going to end up like landing me back in jail.
Now, I was told that you took a lie detector test in the past.
Yeah, I passed my, when I was 13 years old, I took a lie detector test and I passed it, but somehow it just disappeared from the courts.
Now, your victim, or, the girl that they're accused of, what, was she white? Was she black?
White.
She was a white girl.
I was told later on that her, because my lawyer had came in and asked me if I knew who the Ku Klux Klan was. And I was like, yeah, I've heard of them before because I've been to Louisiana plenty of times or whatever. And like, she was like, well, her like, and I'm like, what? And it's like, out of all the people in the world.
See, that's kind of where I was getting at, asking you earlier about circumstances. I was told that you lived in a predominantly white neighborhood.
I live in an all-white neighborhood.
All white neighborhood. So do you think the fact that you're a young black man with this white girl, her parents find out about it, that this probably had a lot to do with it?
Positive has something to do with it. Because the first thing they tried to do, like, before they even pressed charges on me, they tried to sue my dad.
Sue your dad for what?
Right, because I was his child. But it's like, if my daughter was hurt, I want to see a person in jail before anything. I'm not worried about the money until later on in life or whatever the situation is with the whole suing my dad thing. But it's like, my dad, first and foremost, he told him off top, he says, I'm not the one on trial. I have nothing to do with none of this. Right. So why would you even attempt to like try to sue me, especially when your daughter you haven't even pressed charges for your daughter yet?
I'm here today to find out if my boyfriend Daniel is guilty of rape. He's trying to clear his name, and he has been for years. This charge has followed him since he's been 12. He's been fighting it since then, so for like over 20 years. Me and Daniel have been together for 5 months, going on 6 months. And, it's been hard because you can tell it really affects him. Like, he doesn't, I don't know, he gets angry easy. We've been fighting recently, like, because of his anxiousness, and I'm anxious. We both want him to prove his name. When me and Daniel first got together, I asked him what his criminal background was, and he was completely honest with me and told me straight up what it was. He told me everything, told me the charge, told me details about it and everything, and I look at it as everybody can change, and he can be a different person. Like, people can say what they want about me being with a sex offender, but if he served his time, and if that's the crime that he actually did, if he served his time, and he's never made me feel uncomfortable or made me feel any type of way. By Daniel taking this lie detector test today, if he fails, I would be in shock, just because of things that he's told me and like emotions that he's shown me. Like, it makes me believe him. I would be in shock, but at the same time, don't make me look stupid. Like, don't have me come all the way out here looking stupid. Like, he would have betrayed my trust by lying to me in the first place, and so that's like that's where the deal is like, you lied to me instead of telling me the truth, But if he fails, like, I don't know where I'm gonna go from there.
Daniel came here to take a lie detector test about an occurrence that happened when he was 12 years old, where he was charged with rape. And we asked him, did you ever have consensual sex with your classmate? He answered no. Did you ever force yourself on your classmate? He answered no. Did you engage in physical sexual acts against your classmate's will at any time? He answered no. The results came back all the same, and they came back that Daniel told the truth.
It's been so long that I don't know. I don't know if it's real or if it's fake or.
No.
I just wish my mom was here.
No. I'm sorry that people had to, I believe, use your race against you. I certainly believe that's the case. I hope being on the show today shows people that you're not that person. Before we end this, what do you want to say to Janelle?
I love you.
I love you too.
Well, I hope this helped you. Good luck to you. Wish you all the best of luck.
I was raped.
My name is Steve Wilkos, and I'm an investigative talk show host with a law enforcement background.
it was my life or his.
My job is to get truth and justice for everyday people. Watch our videos now.